Good day, STEM students. So today we're going to discuss the continuation of our topic, which is the limit laws. So let's start. So the sixth law in the limit laws is the division theorem. So in division theorem, remember that the limit of the quotient of two functions is equal to the quotient of their limits provided that their limits exist. And the limit of the denominator is not zero. So as you can see in the definition of the division, yung limit ay dinistribute lang natin kay numerator and kay denominator. And remember that our g of x, which is the denominator, should not be equal to 0. So, para lang siyang yung multiplication and then yung addition theorem na dinidistribute. Pero, kay numerator naman to at kay denominator. So, let's have an example para mas maintindihan po. Okay? So, the first example is the limit of 2x over 5 as x approaches 3 is equal to what? So, all we have to do, class, is to distribute lang po this one kay numerator and then kay denominator. I-apply lang natin para makuha natin yung limit. So, this will become the limit of 2x as x approaches 3 over the limit of 5 as x approaches 3. So, let us simplify this one. Siyempre, may gagamitin tayong law dito. And that is the law number 3. What is the law number 3? That is the constant multiple theorem. And that is 2 limit of x as x approaches 3. Okay? May constant tayo doon, kaya inilagay natin sa unahan. Okay? We apply the law number 3. Okay. Over, syempre, copy lang natin to. Mamaya natin i-simplify. So, this will become limit of 5 as x approaches 3. So, let us simplify na po. Copy lang si constant. Kunin ang limit ng x, limit of x. Tingnan kung alin yung value ng c. That would be our answer. Okay? The limit of x as x approaches 3 is 3. Anong law ang in-apply? Law number 2. That is the identity function. Okay po? Over limit of 5, and that is the constant is itself, which is the law number 1. So, that is 5. 2 times 3, we got 6 over 5. So, therefore, this is our final answer na. Okay? Pero kung ang pagpipilian naman ay decimal, you can convert this one into decimal. Okay po? Next example. Okay, so again, let us distribute this one kay numerator and then kay denominator. So, this will become limit of 2x as x approaches 0 over the limit of x minus 5 as x approaches 0. Okay po? Bakit kailangan may parenthesis? Because we need to apply the limit in x minus 5. That's why kailangan muna natin siyang lagyan ng parenthesis. Okay? Para hindi malito. So, this will become, dito ko isulat, syempre, constant multiple theorem ulit dito. So, this will become 2 limit of x as x approaches 0 over, i-apply natin to, that is the addition theorem, pero subtraction. So, we have limit of x as x approaches 0 minus limit of 5 as x approaches 0. So, this will become, okay, 2 limit of x, ang x natin ay, it should be 0 kasi x approaching 0 siya. Over, x ulit, syempre 0 pa din yan, minus 5. So, therefore, our answer is, 2 times 0, that is 0, over negative 5 na yan. So, our answer here is 0 over negative 5. So, as you can see, our numerator is 0. Pero, kapag ganito ang given class, automatic na ang sagot natin dito ay 0. Okay? 0 na po yan. Basta ang numerator natin is 0, automatic our answer is 0 po. Okay? Kahit anong number yung nasa ilalim, basta 0 ang numerator, 0 ang sagot. Okay po? Next, given. Okay, so the last given is the limit of 2x over x minus 3 as x approaches 3. So, again and again, distribute natin si limit kay numerator at saka kay denominator. So, this will become the limit of 2x as x approaches 3 over the limit of x minus 3 as x approaches 3. So, simplify na natin. As usual, kailangan nating gamitin si constant multiple theorem. So, this will become 2 limit of x as x approaches 3. So, ayan na. And then, as usual, katulad nung ginawa natin kanina, distribute lang ulit natin. So, we have the limit of x as x approaches 3 minus limit of 3 as x approaches 3. Okay? So, let us simplify na this one. Kaya na yan. 2, limit of x, syempre approaching 3 siya, so 3 ang sagot natin. Over limit of x, syempre 3 pa din, minus limit of 3 constant, so copy lang natin yung constant. So, this will become 2 times 3. Yes, that is 6. 3 minus 3, that is 0. Ayan. What if naman, if yung 0 naman is nasa denominator? Okay, so you already knew that if 0 yung sagot, ang sagot natin is undefined. Pero, if we're talking about limits, class, ang sagot natin dyan should be D and E. Okay? Know the difference between the limit and the function. Kapag limit ang pinag-uusapan, the answer should be D and E. Pero kapag function ang pinag-uusapan, undefined po ang isasagot ninyo. Okay? Function pinag-uusapan, 0 ang denominator, undefined. Limit ang pinag-uusapan, 0 ang denominator, D and E. Okay? Kapag 0 na ang divisor, automatic, yung denominator, automatic, the answer is D and E. Eh, ma'am, paano pag 0 over 0? 1 po ba yon or 0? No. Kapag 0 over 0, sorry kayo, pero mas makapangyarihan si divisor, kaya ang magiging sagot dyan is D and E or undefined. Depende kung ano kinukuha, kung function or limit. Okay? Mas makapangyarihan si divisor, kaya undefined yung magiging sagot. Hindi siya pwedeng maging 1 kahit 0 divided by 0 is same. Okay? Kaya, ang answer natin doon ay undefined or D and E. Okay po? Okay, next law, which is the 7th law, which is the power theorem. So, in this given, the limit of the nth power of a function is the nth power of the limit of the function, provided that the limit exists. So, the limit of f of x raised to n as x approaches c. So, as you can see, class, sa definition ng power theorem, dinistribute lang ulit natin si limit sa loob ng f of x. So, para mas maintindihan nyo yan, class, let's have an example. So, in this example, syempre, itong limit, ipasok nyo lang siya doon kay x para makuha natin yung limit niya. So, paano po yun, ma'am? Do not forget to write the open parenthesis. So, we have the limit of x as x approaches to negative 3. And then, close parenthesis. Tsaka nyo lang ilagay yung exponent. Okay? So, this will become, syempre, makukuha na natin yung limit kasi na-apply na natin. So, limit of x, ano yun? Yeah, that is negative 3. Tsaka natin ilagay yung exponent. Okay? Get the squared of negative 3. Class, squared. That is, yes, that is 9. Kahit pa negative yan, eh, negative times negative is positive. That's why our answer here is 9. Okay? Ganun lang siya kabilis. Okay po? Now, in this example naman, second example, syempre, distribute lang din natin para makuha natin yung limit. Para lang itong yung addition or subtraction and multiplication. Dinidistribute lang din natin. So, distribute natin kay 2x tsaka kay minus 3. So, simplify natin, we have the limit of 2x as x approaches negative 1 minus limit of 3 as x approaches to negative 1 cube. Okay? Ayan na po yun. And then, simplify na natin. So, we have 2 limit of x as x approaches to negative 1 minus limit of 3 as x approaches to negative 1 cube. So, let us simplify. Constant multiple theorem yan. So, we have 2 times negative 1 minus 3 and then cube. Okay? So, 2 times negative 1, that is negative 2 minus 3 cube. O, class, what is negative 2 minus 3? Class, same silang minus, same silang negative, so therefore, all you have to do is to add lang. Negative 2 minus 3, kasi na, diba, nag-change siya, KCC. So, minus 3 is negative 5. Okay? Negative 5 po siya, negative 5 cube. And, kunin nyo lang, 5 times 5 times 5, that is negative 125. Ma'am, bakit po negative? Class, tatlo. Negative times negative times negative is negative. Negative times negative, positive times negative, negative. Kapag add ang exponent at negative ang base, negative ang sagot. Kapag even ang exponent at negative ang base, positive ang sagot. Lagi lang pong yun ang tatandaan. Okay? Okay. Last law na to, class, radical theorem. So this theorem says that the limit of the nth root of a function is equal to the nth root of the limit of the function provided that the limit of the function is a real number and the limit of the function is positive if n is even. Okay, so as you can see again sa definition ng radical theorem natin, ipinasok naman natin yung limit. Papasukin nyo naman, okay? Huwag nyo laging ipalabasin yung mga yan. Dapat lagi nating i-welcome si limit, okay? So, pasok natin siya kay radical sign, okay po? So, let's have an example para mas maintindihan natin. So, we have here the limit of square root of 2x plus 2 as x approaches 1. So, what are we going to do? Siyempre, we need to distribute this one dito sa loob ng radical sign. So, this will become the square root of the limit of, parenthesis tayo, so we have 2x plus 2 as x approaches 1. Okay, let us simplify na po. Let us distribute ulit yung limit doon naman sa mga terms. So, this will become the limit of 2x as x approaches 1 plus the limit of 2 as x approaches 1. Okay po? So, therefore, we have, syempre may i-apply ulit tayo na law which is the constant multiple theorem. So, we have 2 limit of x as x approaches 1 plus limit of 2 as x approaches 1. 1 po yan. So, therefore, our answer is square root of 2 times 1 plus 2. So, therefore, we have square root of 2 plus 2. We have square root of 4. And what is the square root of 4? Yeah, that is square root of 2. Okay? And that is our final answer po. Okay, let's have another example. So, we have, again, we need to distribute this one dito sa loob ng radical. So, this will become square root of limit of x minus 5 as x approaches 2. So, therefore, this will become the square root of the limit of x as x approaches 2 minus limit of 5 as x approaches 2. Okay, let us simplify. O, mabilis lang yan. What is the square root of limit of x as x approaches 2 minus limit of 5 as x approaches 2? O, limit of x muna tayo. Yeah, that is 2. Minus, o, limit of 5. Yeah, that is 5. O, what is square root of 2 minus 5? O, 2 minus 5 muna tayo. Yeah, that is square root of negative 3. Okay? So, as you can see, class, we have the negative. That's why our final answer in this given is, yeah, that is DNE. Kasi wala naman tayong negative value or negative sign kapag ang kinukuha ay square root or even yung index natin. Okay? Hindi siya pwedeng maging negative. Pero pwede siya maging negative unless yung kanyang index is odd numbers. Okay? For example, we have cube root of negative 125. Yan, pwede tayo, magkakaroon tayo ng value dyan. Ang value niya dyan is negative 5 cube. So, kapag inalis natin dyan, mariremove natin. So, therefore, ang sagot na natin dyan ay negative 5. So, yan yung mga pwede nating i-consider. Pero kapag ang index ay even number and the answer is negative, automatic, that is DNE. Pero kapag function ang pinag-uusapan, ang sagot is undefined. Remember, kapag limit ang pinag-uusapan, DNE. Kapag function, that is undefined. Okay? And that's all for today, class. Thank you for listening. We're done now with the limit loss. Okay? Thank you so much. Goodbye.